Aman has asked, what should he choose? A life of correctness or a life of exploration? First of all, we'll have to understand why this question is probably arising in Aman's mind. What is correctness? Correctness, as the word, as the notion exists in our mind, is probably about following a beaten path. So you have to go from here to somewhere, then you already know that this is the path I ought to take. So many others have taken this path. This path has been recommended to me by teachers, friends, family. Whenever I look around, I see people taking this path. So this must be the correct path. And after all, I just have to reach from here till there. After all, I have to just reach from here till there. Reaching is important. Why waste time in thinking too much about the path, especially when the path is so easily obvious? It's a proven path. Everybody has been taking this path. So why bother to inquire about this or that? I already know. Take this road, walk, reach there. This is what probably we mean by correctness. It's already correct. It's well known in advance through others. Then there is exploration. And what Aman means by exploration is, as I stand here, not only do I have a definite notion, a fixed notion about the path that I want to take, I also have not ascertained my mind on where I want to reach. In the first situation, where you just want to do the correct things, and there are many people who just want to do the correct things. In the lives of those people who are very fond of correctness, first of all, the ends are fixed. Where you want to reach, that is called the end. Where you want to reach, the target, the goal. The ends are fixed. And also the paths, the means, they are also fixed. These are the people who worry a lot about correctness, who are afraid about being incorrect. And where does their correctness come from? From others. Others have told them that that is the place to go and this is the path to take. That is the place to go and this is the path to take. And then there is the second kind of people who are explorers. Who are explorers. What happens with them? They stand with no fixed concept of where they ought to reach. Life is not work for them. Life is not a project for them, that this is a project that we need to complete and in this and this way, and the way also needs to be correct. Life is just a game, a play, a sport for them. So what would they do? They would go and find. They would look about. They would not say that anything is prohibited for me. This is the highway that goes till that point. But who has prohibited me from looking right and left of that highway? Nobody has prohibited me. The highway is nice, very, very nice, and everybody is traveling on the highway. But there is nothing that prevents me from looking at the greenery around. And maybe there are small tracks, that move on the sides of the highway that lead to beautiful places. I'll explore, I'll find out. The first kind of people, remember, I'm repeating, have been told in advance where to go and what kind of path to take, which path to take, which road to take. And I'm calling it a highway because everybody takes that path. When so many people are moving on it, we can as well call it a highway. The second kind of people, the explorers, they are not obsessed with highways. They do not care much about the highways. They say highways are all right. If we feel like we'll travel on highways. But then on the sides of highways, there are such beautiful and nice things. Have you seen the people who travel on highways? Their eyes are always on the road. If you are traveling on a highway and you are also in a great hurry to reach where you want to go, and the only thing important in your mind is your destination, where you want to reach, would you really care to look at what is going around this side and that side, especially if you are driving? Would you do that? You won't do that because your mind is full of the thoughts of the destination. We need to reach there, and this is the path we are taking. Then what do we have to do with this and that? So often they do appear to reach their paths, but they do not enjoy anything. They do not enjoy anything. Remember, the highway may be smooth, but it's a man-made artificial thing. It does not really have the beauty of life. The explorer is less concerned with what is artificial, what is target oriented, what leads to somewhere. He is more concerned with playing, with enjoying. So he would stop. He would go deep this side, maybe enjoy the fields. And if there is a jungle on this side, he'll go deep into the jungle as well. And there will be flowers, and there might be a small stream, and there might be a pedestrian track that leads somewhere, or a small hill. N possibilities. He might as well meet some interesting people out there. Oh, it's quite likely he might also encounter some dangers. But then dangers have their own thrill, right? Right? As young people, do you really want to avoid all dangers? That would be very, very cowardly. Won't that be? Yes? Who wants to avoid all dangers? A little bit of threat here and there is all right. That adds to life, makes it spicy. Doesn't it? These are the explorers who are not really obsessed with highways of life. They dare to go this side and that side. They dare to stop and look at the sky as well. How many of you ever look at the sky when you are driving? You reach the sky if you look at the sky, right? You need an explorer for that, who first parks his bike, who says, I'm not in a hurry. If you are in a hurry, would you park your bike and look at the sky? The explorer is never in a hurry. He doesn't really have to reach anywhere. He always has time. He always has time. He is not in a competition. If you are racing your bike with somebody, would you stop and look at the flowers on the side? Would you? You are racing your bike. You are in a competition with somebody. You can't look at the sideways, would you? You can't. The explorer does not do all of these things. He is brave. He does not compete. He already knows that he is a winner. There is no need to compete. He is a winner always. He does not have a need to compete. He does not have a need to compete. In the eyes of the achiever, in the eyes of the achiever, in the eyes of this person who does all the correct things, the explorer is a big fool. Are you getting it? In the eyes of the achiever, the explorer is a loser. He says, see, he doesn't race, he doesn't compete. He is not thinking about reaching anywhere. He'll be left behind in life. He'll be left behind in life. That's what the go-getter thinks about the explorer. But that's what the go-getter thinks. That is not the truth. That is not the truth. You ask the explorer, you meet him, you look at his face, and you will find a lot of joy. You will find a certain radiance. And you will know that this fellow is not a loser. In fact, he is the only one who is living life fully. He is enjoying it. He is enjoying it. He is really, really enjoying it. Who is enjoying it? The go-getter or the explorer? The explorer. Now, having come so far, you will tell me, what do we mean by these highways? I have talked of the beaten path, I have talked of the highway. What do these represent? Yes, what do these represent? Come on. Yes, in your life, are there highways? There surely are. Tell me about them. Tell me about them. What do we mean by highways? The beaten path, that which everybody is taking. What is everybody doing? What is everybody doing? Yes? There is no highway, but I see everybody doing something. What is it that all of you seem to be doing? Copying others. Copying others, yes, of course. In what way are we copying others? Have you seen a highway? Vehicle after vehicle, all moving in the same direction in the same way. Is our life something of that sort? Vehicles after vehicles, all trying to go to the same place, all moving one after the other. Yes, is our life something of that sort? Where are we all going? Where are we all going? Is there some place that we all want to reach? Is there something that we all demand? Alright, let me make it easier for you. What is it that most of you want? And you know that I want this, and my neighbor wants this, and the neighbor's neighbor also wants this. What is it? Success. So, a name for the highway is the highway of success. Give a more concrete name to this thing called success. When do you call yourself successful? When do you call yourself successful? When you achieve something. And what is it that you want to achieve? Name, fame, and money. That's the highway. Everybody is going on that. Can I have a little bit of reputation, please? Give me some money. Will some company hire me? That's the highway. The go-getter is always on that highway, running and racing and huffing and puffing. Always sweating. Always afraid. What is he afraid of? It's a grand race going on. Will others beat me in the race? Will I reach that cherished destination? And he's always looking back over his shoulders. Who is following me? Who is following me? And he's always trying to look far ahead in the horizon. Who all are ahead of me? What is my percentage? What is the percentage of the fellow on my right? What is my salary package? How many stories does my house have? How many friends do I have on Facebook? He has a girlfriend. He too has a girlfriend. Where is mine? That's the highway. I have reached a certain age, a certain time. By this time, I should have reached this place. I'm 30 now. Where is marriage? That's the highway on which everybody is going. That's the correct thing to do in life. And I know most of us are very, very interested in doing all the correct things in life. But I'm sure, and that's what makes me speak, we'll have a few explorers here as well. They are the real salt of the earth. They are the ones really worth talking to. I speak for them. Ask me, I'm not really interested in those who have already made up their minds to do all the correct things, who are very afraid to leave the highway. Anybody here who would love a life of exploration, who wants to be an explorer? Anybody here? Raise your hands high. It's a thing of pride. Yes, higher. Let everybody see. Good. These handful of people, if they can sustain what they have just said, they'll actually reach somewhere. And it's quite funny. The go-getter is running all his life and reaches nowhere. The explorer doesn't want to reach and he finds he has already reached. Are you understanding this? Yes? Scared? Exploration is dangerous. On the sides of highways you might meet a few robbers or dangerous snakes. You might also meet a beautiful girl. It's worth trying. Get down from the highway. Pull over. Stop. Would you? No. Are you too afraid? All right.